Hello again folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Darkstone for the PlayStation. I'm your Game Master Darius. I have a full inventory, so honestly I should probably head back to town for the moment. Last we left off, we had went through the fiery gym trial thing. It was hellish, but it wasn't as bad as I was making it out to be, because camera angles be camera angles, and sometimes they just be wonky. And then we fought a giant worm. Not much more to that one. It was a giant worm. Good times. Great oldies. Cool 105. I now need 155 to improve it to level 7. You know what? Heck it. I'm going to take the magic missile. I say... Oh, that would make things a lot easier. Let's identify... Night vision. Is night vision supposed to have a longer duration or something? I don't know, it seems like every single time that I see night vision, it's like, ooh, look at me, I got night vision. Although, if I did bother getting a night vision thing, or improving my night vision, I feel like that is going to be the most absurdly obnoxious thing to watch. So I'm going to avoid getting night vision for that reason alone. Yes. But we've learned magic missile, which now only costs 4 mana per missile, but it only does 13 to 27 damage. I mean, that's not bad, but it's not great. Honestly, if I could get more Ray of Injury, that would be pretty sweet as well. Can't sell any artifacts. What, the note that I have don't count as an artifact? Phew. Soon we'll have another gemstone, crystal, whatever, to put into our collection. Chicken. Now, what we do for this next level... I'm gonna have to put the gemstones on pillars, get a thing, equip some shit, and get a thing. Yes. Light. And to think too, we're not that far from the end of the game. It's just a whole lot of fighting everything along the way when we get there. Supposedly. Nothing but lights. Nothing else apparently. Hello. Okay. Not a lot of food. It seems to be all about what we're getting at the moment. Ah. Or Amazons. Now, theoretically, I should also be prepping and using my the skill, the one that I have, that makes it so as my life is a little bit less of a pain in the arse. Blessing. Increases my AC. But again, I don't know how much AC is really even working anymore. I have no clue whether or not the game assumes that we're constantly just getting new armor, or if we're upgrading our old armor and then replacing it when it gets too dilapidated. Oh, that looks fun. I don't know what that is. Oh no, it's a flying eyeball of some sort. Lovely. Eye of Cain. What? We talking the vampire Cain? I'm not sure if there's any other Cains I can think of off the top of my head. Okay, I don't think that's one of the things I have to set it on. I want to say it's going to be all in one big room. Oh man, you know what would be a better weapon for me to have? A vampiric spell? Hello. That's blue dabba dee dabba die. A vampiric spell that does mana instead. Hello. I'm just saying, that would be actually great for me. Those trolls are just standing in the traps. Murder, murder, killing all the damn trolls. Now they were only taking 7 damage, but they were also monsters, and monsters tend to have exceptions. Oh no, I know what I need to do here. Before... yeah, okay. Maybe it's just my... okay, but this is called the 3 Gems of Hell. This should be the one that I need to... the crystal is stuck. Oh, okay, no, I see. I need to put one of the gems into each of these. Don't know why my first instinct is to... no? There we go. Hopefully there's no particular order I have to put these in. If there is, that's gonna suck. That has a lovely door opening sequence. Crystal belongs to the demons. Okay. So this is the other part that I was reading about. I need to find the crystal. Oh, never mind. It's right here. The demon helmet. Which with it on, and the shield, we pick up the third, the gemstone. And we can leave. After I put on all my shit again. Yes. Can't leave without that 100% fire resistance, after all. Might as well poke around just scotch just to see what's up. A little bit of money. Another shield. Explore around the place until my inventory is full at the least. How about that? Ah, mace. That's gonna be worth quite a bit. Alright, where or what else is there in here? I guess nothing. Man, having a light spell that actually has a duration worth a damn and being able to see shit feels fantastic. I feel fantastic, but I never felt as good as I would do right now, except for maybe when I think of how I felt that day when I felt the way that I do right now, right now. Anyone? No? Nah, that's fine. I think I've honestly explored all the place now. Now I'm just running around trying to find stragglers. Trolls, trolls. Ow. And sometimes I do really wish for that option that makes me feel just actually invincible. There we go. Snake troll. And free club. Cool. Seriously? I don't think there's anything else here. I think everything's... Oh, nope. A gooey sounding Eye of Cain. Oh, I hadn't explored up here. Come at me, bros. Good lord. Okay, it seems like we're now at a point where I can freely teleport out of here. I don't have to worry about coming back ever again. Plus, of course, I just feel like grinding on some of these monsters. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. Stat points are steadily feeling like they mean nothing except, well, I don't know how. It's not that the stat points mean nothing. It's more in that the stat points feel like they mean nothing. It's like, I'm sitting here, and all of the items I could possibly equip that are worth a damn require certain... The only thing I'm worried about at this point is, stat requirements. I'm now at a point where it feels like each of the stat increases feels so minute that I don't need to worry about them. Did I get a second? Because, Sorry, I'm also just looking at the, guide because I only ever seem to have found the gym ones. But apparently there's another one, or am I looking at the... I guess it's random which of these quests is supposed to be what you use for the... I don't know. That's 6. I forget what I'm supposed to do after I've collected 6. Alright, habitual look at stuff. Potion of strength, that's pretty good. Detection. Magic. Some good stuff. Hello, Garth. You want something? Nope, be here to sell. Making sure I'm not accidentally selling something I need. I don't need those artifacts anymore, so... Yeah. Not worth a lot. I think that all of these other people are supposed to be petrified. Oh, now we're getting to the point where even the armor for the warrior I can't equip. And the base damage for this sucker is so flippin' high that it's tempting to get. Alright, what about for the monk? No. Nothing I can do. And of course, the only thing that's really worth a damn when it comes to the mage's stuff is its armor, which currently I'm still relatively fine for. Am I? Yes. Yes, I am. Mostly just because I still just want that 24 increase to all of my resistances. Really, if anything, I just want a better shield. 9% armor. That's all about it. It's got 9% armor. I'm sorry, does that one allow 5 mana? Lovely. And okay, that's mean. One thing I have been considering was getting a bow, because basically every other playthrough that I was looking through to find any sort of help was pretty much just using a bow, because that just, you know, worked better than getting up in everything's face when they can do half of your HP and damage, which, you know, makes sense. Sadly, there doesn't seem to be anything that Gunther has to make my life a little bit easier. And yes, I am still focusing on trying to get my ass a whole lot of not dying with resistances. Don't judge me. Honestly, I might... would it be worth it? If I pause and just get... Not even the, Yes. I'm just trying to think. If I pause and get my strength up there so I can use a stronger weapon, would that be more worth it than just increasing the damage of my sword? Probably not. That should be fine for the foreseeable future. Alright. I got 6 now. Apparently there's a 7th. But that is on another level in Bastel. So at least give me a moment so that I can just go to where the entrance of Bastel is, because I don't want to have to just walk there. So, be right back. Well, never mind that. Jock is approaching me directly with this. Poor humans. These crystals will be of no use to you. That fool Sebastian was overestimating his powers. I'm invincible, and soon I will be a god. What is more, there's no room for you in the world I envision. Oh, Jesus. You know, it's probably a good thing that I went and decided to walk instead of going to the dungeon, because that could have been a far, far more deadly group of enemies that was just sick upon me. Just saying. Are the enemies going to be more frequent now? Is that going to be a worry I shall have? Am I going to remember how the hell to actually get to the new town? Let it be known, I was extremely tempted to go and max out my strength as high as I could possibly get. I did not. I did not. I probably should have, but I did not. Really, I feel like this game's only thing that holds it back for me in particular is being able to, I don't know, more freely upgrade shit, if that makes any sense. Like in most Diablo clones, and let's be honest, this is a Diablo clone, they very much make it so as you get gear almost on a constant flow, and most of your money does come from that constant flow of gears, selling it out, selling the stuff you don't need, blah blah blah. It's kind of like that when it comes to this game. It's just that it does that a little bit less frequently, I guess. And I would certainly kill for an actual deflection spell. Blah 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 blah. Don't mind me. Just waiting for the loading screens. Alright, that's Margor. One shot in the Amazons in here now. In Dawad. Ooh, free base. Now mind you, of course, I don't mind a game with a half-decent exploit, or at least an exploit that takes just a little bit of time. Because then it feels like you're still relatively having to do something, as opposed to, say, Final Fantasy VII with its W item glitch that they have. Which, man, when I get to that point, I'm really going to have to remember to power through not doing that when it finally comes to getting the W item. But I digress. I still gotta get through 6 before I get through 7. Is there something that says universally that I have to address every single game in a franchise numerically, no matter what? No. Just might as well chronicle my Final Fantasy existence as it appeared in the real world. Where the hell am I going? It was this way. Yes, Masada. Masada. Yeah, I was trying to avoid having to go through all this, but then Drak appeared and was all like, "Boah, ha, 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 ha. You are going to die." Which I have to ask, because I am pedantic like this. What is the point of ruling over everything if your rulership is basically everyone dies? What do you rule over after that point, Drak? What are you ruling over? Are you ruling over your undead? Is that as satisfying to rule over than puny mortals? Like, man, at the least threaten... At least have like what's the word I'm looking for? An iron fist, you know? If you're gonna be that kind of a bad guy. Be all like, hey, do as I say, or I start slaying you one by one.
I have been poisoned.
I have been poisoned. Which I suppose, seeing as I do not have 100% poison immunity, was inevitably going to happen. But also the poison's doing like 1 damage to me now, so I guess that's the effect of the poison resistance. Maybe. I'll probably be teleporting back to the village when I find the place. Are these gals even giving me much experience anymore? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, right. Yeah, from what I've seen, using the bow is just a lot safer because you are going to try to stay out of the range of your enemy. No duh. And B is just a lot easier because a lot of the time you're not going to have to worry about, oh, am I close enough to this individual to stab them with my 4-foot-long sword? When I'm quite clearly easily within that range. I know, game mechanics and whatnot, but good lord, help me. Seriously, where the hell was the thing for that? Ugh. Yeah, how much poison damage have you been taking anymore? 1. Yeah, I guess I don't have to worry about poison so much anymore. That's because of the, Okay, come on. There we go. Don't have to worry about poison because of the resistance and not being able to get poisoned, but because it's just does next to no damage. Mind you, 1 damage, a tick, will eventually kill me. If I were to just stick around... Okay, there's Bastal. Alright. Might as well have a peek on inside, see whether or not there's an immediate dungeon to be found. Or not. Not me, honestly, hoping for an immediate one. Snakes? Really? Of all the things again, it's just more snakes? See, the goblins having been there because they stole the peasant's axe, that was one thing, because that was a goblin camp in a peasant. I'm in the land of Bastel. Supposedly one of the final areas of the game. Oh, yep, nope. Those ones are gonna be a pain in my ass, of course. Dip and dive, dip and dive. There we go. Well, I guess once I find... Okay, first though, there's got to be some sort of a plot thing above ground before I go down into the dungeon itself. That's usually how it goes. Usually. What ho, adventurer! Kindly help me retrieve my axe from the goblins, and I will give you this clue about the dungeon, so that you will not go forth and go down into it and just instantaneously perish. Well, I found the dungeon. Hello. Oh my lord. Yeah, getting surrounded still sucks. In case you couldn't tell. Hi. Ubus. I'm terribly concerned my master Aaron went into this dungeon several moons ago and still hasn't come back. He must be in serious trouble. Please find him before it is too late. Well, how fortunate for me that they managed to put that right in front of the dungeon this time. We're going to belt that one, and we are going to magic door. Now we're going to save and call an episode, do a little bit of shopping, and when we return, we are going to finally go into this dungeon. I say finally like it's a final thing. It's not necessarily a final thing, but I digress. And we are going to collect yet another of the gems, I suppose. Yes. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you're all enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying playing it. And as always, I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care. Cheers.